Welcome back to the Renewable Report with Mike Kirby. Today we'll cover the middle ground on our three-part series on the basic financial concepts of installing solar arrays. In the first piece, we touched on the 30% federal tax credit and the 5-year accelerated depreciation. Today we'll hit state grants. Now, over the last several years, many states offered grants or cash rebates to help offset the expensive initial costs of installing renewable energy projects. They are simply one-time cash payments to recoup part of the investment in renewable energy and have ranged from less than 5% of the total cost to more than 50% in some areas at different times. Most grants have been lucrative at some point. Because they are set by state policy, the rebate levels have often been behind what the market requires. Now, what has this meant in practice? States offer their grants based on market conditions, but because the industry is still in its infant stage, those conditions change very quickly. So if a new grant was offered in October 2009 and the panel manufacturers lowered their pricing by March 2010 because of increased demand and economies of scale, then the demand for solar in that state skyrocketed because lower pricing turned the financial picture to install from good to great at that grant level. Now, this has caused grant funding to deplete quicker than legislators anticipated and is one cause of the boom-bust cycle we've seen in many states. This principle also explains other boom-bust cycles in European countries like Spain, where countries incentivized solar, the deal became too good, and the funding disappeared to cover additional installations. Many homeowners, businesses, and investors have made off like bandits when playing these markets properly. Others have gotten a little burned. The picture today is encouraging, however. I've considered grants to be a necessary evil required to get solar and other renewable energy projects off the ground. Grants are now at their lowest levels since inception, and several states have removed grant funding altogether, including Pennsylvania and New Jersey. In some cases, this helped freeze the short-term installation market in that state, but in others, business continued as usual. Regardless, this downward trend is good. As long as pricing goes down, I want to see incentives go down until we get to that point later this decade where solar can be installed and compete with no incentives in most markets. Thanks for watching today. If you have any questions about grants in your state, email me at renewablereport@gmail.com or tweet me at mpkirby4. Thanks for your time.